Good morning, guys. We're doing it again today. We woke up and we're here. Let's go.
Subscribe to Just a Dad with a Porsche on YouTube.
What I'm talking about, guys. Starting bid right now 152.4 7404 Spring Garden Road. This is the house that we were on yesterday. Opening bid was like 111, 113, 334 was the opening bid, and already it kicked up to 157. I don't know how much money is left there, guys, after you do some remodeling there. I don't know. I really don't know. It's just really hard to kind of predict. This is how fast these things go, and then they sell 157.1. Let me know in the comments, would you guys invest 157.1? Guys, that other house that I walked around yesterday is at 96.5. Opening bid was 80. Appraised value 120. Just really apprehensive about the location of the house on the corner on that like peninsula. It's like on its own island with no backyard and all that brickwork. I'm not excited about it, guys. I'm going to let this one go. It's just not working for me. So 96.5, 10 seconds left. I'm not in on it, guys. Sold. Out to the lawn doctor, guys. These guys got me right, man. For years, I've been working with lawn care companies that have been spraying my yard and haven't been able to get it right. This company did it right. Shout out lawn doctor, baby. You know, that's how you get the greenness. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. These companies, all of them sucked. I finally found one that's good, and my stuff is right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. You know what I mean? You're doing it.
On it and stop 6 brand new fucking vacuum trucks. This is bullshit. These guys are killing us. And you know why we're losing them? They're not taking them anywhere. They leave them on a job site. Fucking Junior, Jeff Junior, and all them. They pick them up and they claim they don't fucking know. They're taking our tools. Give me the money, okay? Let's get how many gallons you need with primer in there? 2. I'm gonna buy also all the door handles right now. Get all the silver door handles. Do you think we should change the back by the door hinges, or just paint them white? We can paint it white. So we're saying we should probably paint the hinges white and call it a day. But you want to bring new logs? I'm bringing new logs. We need to bring the new. We have to modify every single door.
All right, guys, so you guys asked for it. This was my Porsche before I had a Porsche. You know what I mean? You guys, some of you guys like the GT3 Porsche. This is a GT4 with disc brakes. You know what I mean? Look at those ceramic brakes on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Top level right here. You got the headlight, you got the turn signals, you got the digital dash. Come on, guys, look at this thing. Digital dash is all cranked up here, hard to see in this. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Check that out, guys. Come on, look at this thing. Turn signals ready to go. This is a straight unit. So sometimes after I get a little stressed out from work, I don't jump in the Porsche. I jump on the GT4. You know what I'm saying? The GT4, baby. And I take a quick ride. It's going to be hard for me to film this without busting all my front teeth out. So I'm going to save you the accident here and the ambulance ride. And I'm going to take this thing down the road and I'm going to show you where I go with it to kind of relax here. It's pretty interesting. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so we are trying to get after it here and film it. As you can see, I'm on this piece. Right now, I'm just doing a healthy, like 17 miles an hour, running down the road right here real quick to check out things, to go to my sacred special relaxation spot. I hope you can hear me with the wind going on. I'm going to calm down here a little bit, and I'm going to put 2 hands on the scooter and make a left down here. Guys, so I ripped the GT4 scooter down to the first stop. Sometimes when I have a really bad day and it's really hot outside, I come down here and I take my pants off and I sit right in that river right there, just with my pants off, just relaxing, you know what I'm saying, and just let the river run through me, get a little rocks in my rear end, you know what I mean, and I love it. Just kidding, guys, just kidding. All right, so I'm taking some healthy risks here by holding the phone up and scootering with one hand, but you guys are worth it. My audience is worth it. something happens to my teeth, they fall out, I know you guys got my back. You're gonna sub it up, you're gonna like it, you're gonna like the video. Eventually I'll get monetized, and you know, I'll be able to make the minimum payments on my credit card to get my teeth fixed when I do a header on this thing. There's a little community center, which is pretty dope. My neighborhood got some basketball hoops right there, which I frequent. I'm not that big of a tennis guy, but when my dog was alive, Bentley, I used to bring him back here and I would let him run around. I'd throw the ball inside of there and have him catch it. That way he wouldn't bother anybody with no leash. Then I kind of go back in this area, which gets close to the Cuyahoga River, which is pretty cool. And you can actually walk back here and kind of follow the stream. And in some places it gets pretty deep to where you could actually like do some fishing and you know, check it out if you wanted to. But this is kind of where I come back to just relax and chill and like, you know, just reflect on what's going on and kind of get away from everybody. So I'm sharing this guys with you, and this isn't something I share with everybody, but you know, I'll come back here and just kind of relax. And there's a stream that runs through here. Sometimes the stream is a little bit high, sometimes it's low, but it's very quiet back here and, you know, like serene. There's nobody back here. You know, it's just you and yourself walking around. So I put a couple clips on there of like, you know, FaceTime calls that I have with contractors. And I got to tell you, like, you don't want to spend a ton of money on what you're doing, but you don't want to be cheap. So you want to get stuff done inexpensively, but there's a big difference between being inexpensive and being cheap. When you're cheap with stuff and you're cheap with the people you hire and you're cheap with the materials you use, it shows. You know, it could bite you right away. It could bite you, you know, days later, weeks later, and hours later, whenever. But if you are cheap with doing your flip or your remodel, when you're doing the Burr method, you know, you're gonna feel it somehow, some way, at some point. So I don't want to be cheap. I want to be inexpensive. But more than being expensive, I want to be efficient. I want to get things done quickly. The faster that I can get the house done, the quicker it seems I make sense of things, the more money that I make when I do it fast. So I have to be on multiple FaceTimes with people all the time. I mean, I'm taking 10 or 15 calls a day from contractors that are in houses.
Side is done. All the white, the black, and the green. There's the front. We did the edge right here. The way around. And right here. We did the edge. But the white is all done. See up there, I did it. I grabbed all of that. I painted the mailbox. See, I took the tape off there. I painted here that it was messed up. All the way up there too. All the way around. The black, the white, the white, the black, that was right there. That's that. And the door. It's done.
And making decisions, but you have to touch these people all the time to make sure that you are on schedule, to make sure that you're not missing something, to make sure that you're not making a mistake.
The house is completely clean. Peachy swept the whole house. There's no garbage nowhere. He put everything nice and organized in that corner. That's the vanity. The laundry room is painted.
And the more people, the more times that you touch them, the better. You know, because you want to be efficient.
Okay, boss, this is the backyard. I don't touch that spot over there because I don't belong to here. So I don't touch none of that stuff.
This is super cool. Sometimes I walk down this way and I'll follow the river all the way back to where it gets a little bit bigger. You know, and they have these houses that are on the back here that are kind of on the edge of this the valley. And this leads to the Cuyahoga River and goes way back that way pretty far. So this is an area where I'll come just kind of to think about things, maybe decompress if I've had a stressful day. And look at the shopping cart there. You know, a couple years back I was in this shopping cart and they pushed me down this hill and I just left the shopping cart there, you know, as a memorial, like a memory for me, you know, hurting myself in the shopping cart and being pushed down this hill here all the way to the bottom. And it was a lot of fun. So I just left the shopping cart there so I could tell this story to you guys when I started a YouTube channel. Just kidding. It's a joke. It didn't happen. I don't know why the shopping cart's there. It doesn't make any sense to me, but you know, you'll find things along the river here that don't make sense at all. And I wouldn't call this a big river, it's a stream, but sometimes when it rains a lot, there's a pretty heavy flow of water back here. And it looks different every year. Like there'll be, you know, no rocks here that you can see, and then big rocks and a boulder will show up, and you know, trees fall down. It's an ever-changing landscape, which is pretty cool. And there's miles of this where you can walk back that way and enjoy it. So sometimes when the stress gets to me, I'll just bounce on the GT4 and I'll come down here and, you know, take a deep breath, not answer my phone, and just kind of relax. And I think that's important to do. Look at that big bunch of trees up there fell down. Nature is important. It's really kind of healing. And if you don't spend any time in nature or go on any walks, try it. Try to go for a walk in a valley or a nature preserve or something in your area, and just don't talk, don't answer your phone. Just walk about for a few minutes. Even if it's 20 or 30 minutes. Just try to breathe deep and relax, and might help you take some stress away. I know it does for me. It's just nice out here. You can hear the birds, hear all kinds of stuff going on. And then you come back and you get at the GT4. Not a GT3, not a GT2, a GT4. It's got carbon ceramics, you know what I mean? It's got a couple different sport modes. Right now I have it in, what do I have this thing in? I have it in race mode. It's kind of hard to see here, but I have it in race mode. This thing is great. One of the coolest things I ever bought. I have a couple other vintage mopeds that I have. Like I have an 87 Honda Elite moped that I used to run around a gasser. But once I got this thing, man, I completely stopped riding it. Just the ease of this thing to jump on it. It's quiet, it's faster, it's more efficient, and it's cool. And you know, at nighttime you kind of feel like you're floating around the neighborhood when you're riding this thing. So if you don't have one of these or an e-bike, definitely a cool idea to get it. I think this one was like $700 or something like that is what I paid for it, and it was worth every penny. I use it all the time when the weather's nice. You know? All right, so I'm on my way back through this little pathway. Again, I'm risking my teeth and my vanity for YouTube, for subscribers. If you haven't yet subscribed, sub it up, baby. I need to get monetized in case I break my teeth on the scooter so that I can get them fixed, guys. You know, you can't have me walking around with no fronts whistling like because I got no front teeth, guys. I need teeth. Come on, sub it up, like the video. This is a community garden, which I take zero part in. Not interested in it at all. I don't know who gardens out there, but I am definitely not a gardener. Somebody left their basketball here, and we'll leave it there for them. And then we got more river and more trail, so this is pretty cool. Pretty steep hill to get up here too, so I'm definitely going to put the camera down to get up the hill so I don't lose all my fronts. But it's a pretty neat little neighborhood actually that I live in here. It's kind of away from all of the shops and the traffic and stuff like that in my area, but still has this kind of, you know, wilderness incorporated in it, which makes it extra special, and I enjoy it. All right, guys, and this has been my daily driver for quite some time. I really like this vehicle. I gave it to my son, which is it's his vehicle now, but I still drive it now while I kind of look for my daily. I have a couple other cars I'm going to show you later when I'm able to bring them here. Yeah, of course, dude, we're Ed Bassmaster fans for sure. Anyways, this is a 2018 SQ5 Prestige. It's got the 21-inch wheels. It's loaded with every option. Actually, for 2018, this vehicle came really well equipped. It has all the options on it: heated seats, power roof, big wheels. I did have this thing tuned. It's got an APR Stage 1 tune. Has a turbo inlet. Has a cold air intake and the Stage 1 tune. And I did do, anytime I do a tune on an Audi or a German car, I do the upgraded coils on it. I had some of those blow out on me before just because they were older and needed a lot of spark when you kind of tune the car. So I got that done to this. This thing rips, guys. This used to be my real estate hunter. I used to drive this all over the place, all over East Cleveland. In the dead of winter, it would go through pretty much anything. And I'll tell you, light to light, this thing is pretty quick. It's actually pretty good on the highway. It has that 3-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder, pretty similar to a Porsche, I guess you'd say. And it's a great vehicle. You know, it's not super big, so it still has that kind of quick vibe to it. So it's pretty quick when you rip it around. It handles pretty decent for an SUV. Nothing like the 911, and I think it still looks good too. I think this is kind of like a timeless body style for an SUV. Super happy to be back on the diet. I come back from my scooter ride and look, the best girl ever brought me the best salad ever. Love you, babe.
Subscribe to Just a Dad with a Porsche on YouTube.